hold on, can I? How's it going, everyone? No, I didn't do that right. That's okay, we're here now. Welcome to this edition of Another Eden Live. I am your community manager for Another Eden the Cat Beyond Time and Space, Scott. Welcome one and all. Pick up John for Final, MPG. It's good to see you. I feel I kind of messed with a few camera settings today. I feel like I might be a little bigger than normal. Am I too big? Have I grown too tall? Welcome, one and all. We have an exciting episode of Another Eden Live for you today. Can't wait to get into it with you. So without further ado, why don't we do that? But right before, just a little bit of housekeeping. As always, if some of you who may or may not be viewing the Japanese live stream, if you could be so kind as to not spoil any of the content that you may see there, as they're slightly ahead of where we are. I will get to everything all in due time, so please no spoilers for that. Thank you very much. And now we are here to talk about today about Part 3, Volume 3 content, as well as new update info. We have a couple of fun little videos for you today, featuring some well-known members of our development team. And aside from that, we just have some exciting new updates for you about this update. But before we get into that, let's do a quick review, shall we? The story so far of Main Story Part 3, Volume 3. After wandering into the Hollow Time Lair, Aldo and friends have adventured across the Mech world and the Mew world, witnessing the rebirth of the Tree of Time and the appearance of the Winged Beast. Now they have traveled even further across time, to the sky-bound magical realm of the Rocks. Together with the Sword Guard Commonsarg, they must solve a series of brutal murders and search for the secret of the Golden Sword. The Cross of God will be shattered by the Golden Sword, the Tree of Time, and the Winged Beast. Only then will the gates of true paradise be opened to us. The Hollow Time Lair stirs. I see some hopes and dreams going on in the chat. I will show you. Let me show you the way. We also a little thing that we previewed towards the end of our last stream was the Daughter of the Cosmos Reborn, Another Style, Fine, voiced by Julie Rogers. To unlock her, you'll just have to progress through the main story. In our last update, we showed you some of the new characters that you meet in this volume, as well as some of the new locations, including Reflect, as in he protect, he attack, but most importantly, he reflect, and the Rocks. And the Rocks, boy, do they rule. You thought I was going to do a pun. Sorry to disappoint you. Some new features were introduced with this update, including field magic and another tower, this one being the Tower of Wisdom. And then we saw Planning Island, home to these cute little Laikas, these mysterious life forms that, and wherein Aldo and Fine received a request from a certain rock. And that request is to seek out the Laikas from around the world and bring them to the mysterious floating Planning Island. Who is this rock and what are they really after? New development is coming with this next update. I think that was quite quick. We already got through Losers Become Winners asks me to do 5 puns. Look, I am not I am not your puppet. I have to conduct this live stream with a very stone face and a rock solid constitution. I can't can't just, go out there and like throwing pebbles into the lake and seeing the ripples and the effects of all of these requests coming at me. It's just, look, I'm only going to show you. Here's what I'll do. I'll show you a quartz of my power when it comes to puns. Slate. Is that 5? Is that 5? Okay. Moving right along. I think with that little detour, we're going to move on to a little bit of a break. I think we all need a break after that little pun run. Without further ado, here's a fun little break.
はい、ということで新情報に移る前にですね、ブレイクタイムということで、はい。また？はい。ところバッキーはもうライカを集め終わりましたか？
いやまだ全然です。小池さんは？
いや。まあちょっと僕も途中なんですけども、はい、そんな可愛いライカなんですけども、
はい、まあなんとも言えない
そう
可愛さですよね。
はい、まあすごく人気もあって、はい、はい、僕たちは本当リリース前からライカ見てきてますし、
そうですね。
はい、まあファンの皆さんにもすごく人気があって、はい、イラストとかもたくさん描いてもらって、
もう何が言いたいんだい？
まあ先ほどからもねスライドの方にライカ結構いっぱい映ってたじゃないですか。
はいはい。
もう今日これでもかっていうぐらいライカ見てると思うんですけど、
見てますね。
はい。ということはですよ。何も見なくてもライカ描けるんじゃないかということで、はい、こちらご用意しましたので。はい、ということで、ライカ
本当に
ライカお絵かきチャレンジということで。
マジで今？
マジ
うわ。
はい、僕もね無茶ぶりじゃなくて2人でしっかり描いてこう無茶ぶりというよりもねちゃんと恥をさらすスタイルで。
すごいな。もう前回もそうだけどさ、はい、すごい無茶ぶりしますね。
無茶ぶりというブレイクタイムということで。
まあじゃあライカお絵かきチャレンジですね。
はい、そういうことで、はい、バッキーと僕で
体張りますね。
はい、やっていきましょう。
はい、はい、じゃあ今から書けばいいですか？
はい、書きましょう。制限時間とか一旦いいんでちょっとサクサッと書いて。
わかりました。はい、書いてみます。割とやばいんだけど、ちょっと待って。
そう、今日結構見ましたからね。でもね、
なんか豚ちゃんっぽいんだよ。
そうね、これ大きく書いた方が。ちょっと待って、怪しい。もうすでに怪しい。
こんなんなっててさ。
バッキー今どこ書いてます？
腕。
あ、俺も腕だわ。
これもさ、やっぱ豚ちゃんみたいになってんじゃん。
顔でなんとか
頭入らなくなっちゃった。
これウーパールーパーだな。
お花がいっぱいあって。
俺そろそろできちゃうんだけど、バッキーはちょっと大丈夫？
いや、いけますよ。多分
いける。
目描いてるし。
僕もできちゃったんですけど。
いや、これお見せしていいやつなのかな。大丈夫かな。
できましたか？
放送できるかな。できた。うん。
じゃあどうやって発表しましょうか。じゃあ僕からいきますか一旦。
はい、じゃあお願いします。
じゃあカメラにちょっと映す形で、はい、こんな感じで。
まあそんなんだっけ？そう。
やつあと多分本物を見ることになると思うんですけど、はい、こんな感じで映ってますかね。はい。じゃあバッキーの方
下から書いてったからちょっと頭がうまく映らなくなっちゃったんだけど。
明らかに違う生き物。
嘘だ。絶対この豚さんのところは合ってると思うよ。
いやだってそんな
両方とも見せてくださいよ。
豚足じゃないでしょそんなに。
豚足だったって。
嘘だ。てか首ないし。
そうだから下から書いてったらいなくなっちゃったのよ。
いやなんかパイナップルみたいなと。
嘘。絶対そんなんだって頭。
こっちの方が近いって絶対。
本当に？
はい。
嘘でしょ。どうすんのこれで正解見せてくれるんですか？
まあちょっとこの後のスライドにねまた出てくると思うんで、はい。それ見て、
はい。じゃあ
っていう感じ。
なるほど。じゃあ結果としては今回こういうところでじゃあ今回のアップデートはそういうことなんですか？
そうですね。はい。まあせっかくね我々もちょっとライカを書いたということもあるので、はい。じゃあスライドの方に戻りましょうか。
はい、それではまた次の放送やビデオレターでお会いしましょう。バイバイ。合ってんだろこれで。
いや合ってないからはい。
Thank you very much for those artistic interpretations of the Laikas, Koike-san, Becky-san. In case you've forgotten, which it seems like you have, they're right over here. This is what our little Laika friends look like. Hold on. Can't even tell the difference. All right, welcome. I think a few of you came in during that little video break. Welcome to those of you who came in during the break. You're coming at a good time. We're just now getting in to the new information here. So let's begin with Planning Island. A new event is happening. One day, while looking for Laikas for Stray, Aldo finds a wormhole on Planning Island. According to Stray, this sort of thing has happened before. Wormholes to the past and ruins connected to the ancient secrets of the rock world. What mysteries await you and the Laikas on Planning Island? So, requirements to start this: reach Planning Island in the main story, of course, and find at least 3 baby Laikas, including 2 baby red Laikas. In this new event, on Planning Island, you could send Laikas out via Time's Altar and discover new islands. Depending on the color and the skills of the Laikas that you send out and their development power, the island you get will be different. You might even encounter certain events that introduce you to special Laikas. Develop the island, explore, and find all the island events. There will be events on the island that you've discovered, which can be confirmed via the island guide. Some events require unlock conditions to be met before they appear. Island with events that have been unlocked but not viewed yet will be marked with an exclamation point. And you can always change directly to any island you've already discovered from the island guide. So if you find a new item, give the guide a look. I think I saw somebody requesting this directly, and if my memory is correct, well, your hopes have been answered. Jasmine will be added as another dungeon. Note, we can't use the Cat Express tickets on this particular dungeon. I see some excitement for that. And for Helena. Helena getting a little cameo. Man, I really gotta fix my shadow here. I've got some harsh shadows here. Stellar Awakening, Fine, another style is coming. The Book of will be added to the Astral Archive, and by clearing this content, you will obtain Star Chart, which is required for Fine AS. To Stellar Awaken. Finally, Fine AS will be Stellar Awakened, her level cap will be raised, and she will be able to learn new abilities and her stellar skill, which is to be revealed later so as not to spoil. And in addition, you guys, we might make through one of these in record time. We're kind of blazing through this live stream. But I want to get you're dying to know all the newest information. And if I stop to say, run off another 5 rock-based puns, we're wasting your time, my time. Or if we wax poetic about wasting time, that's also wasting time. So why don't we just sit here and think about that for a little bit? Moving on. We're going to be holding a keycard campaign. There will be a treasure chest that gives out 2 green key cards and 1 red-green key card every day in the Space-Time Rift during this campaign. And this will last from the update through July 24th, 2:59 p.m. So, perfect timing for this new Another Dungeon to come out. You can use these extra key cards to explore it. And now, let's talk about version 3.8.15. And with this, I have a little character introduction video I would like to show to you.
I'll show you how I get my stories. This'll make the front page for sure. The pen's got nothing on a gun. Print it. Another Eden. The cat beyond time and space.
That's right. In the darkness, bringing truth to light, the undercover scribe Renri is coming in this update, version 3.8.15. How about it? We have a comment here, as we often do with new character introductions from designer Yamazaki-san, who says, I went with a light dynamic pose to emphasize Renri's cheery personality. I wanted to emphasize her hips and legs, which are very charming in her NS and AS art. So both her design and her posing are charming, while still remaining wholesome. I had a lot of help from the art team as well as Japan version producer Hirasawa's final checkover. I think she came out very cool and very cute besides. Please be sure to check out her cute battle animations too. Just cuteness all over the place. Next up, it is time for everybody's favorite crunchy strategy segment, Baki's Battle Tips. Baki of Laika drawing fame has been kind enough to write out his strategic tips for Undercover Scribe Renri. This first step, a fire-type supporter. Grant co-op to allies and boost buff effects. First, we'll run over the skills. Blaze Up, unique skill. Preemptive grant co-op to the frontline single party member in the slot to the user's right. Party power plus 50%, intelligence plus 50%, fire type attack plus 50% for 5 turns. For allies with co-op, the buffing effect increased ×2 and grant link for 5 turns. The link effect on ally attack, fire type additional attack, XL strength ×4. A lot of teamwork with this effect, with this skill. Additional attack changes based on the weapon type of attacking ally. Trigger Rush, fire type blunt attack on a single enemy ×3 XL. Restore all party members' HP 30%. Critical rate plus 100% for 3 moves. Based on the number of frontline allies with co-op, strength increased max to 15 times. With buffs, debuffs, heals, and zone supports, she can do a lot. Hobnob, regen all party members. You guys say regen or regen? I mean, I know it's like regenerate. But like regen feels a little, I don't know. What is your, let's take another detour here unnecessarily that nobody asked for to ask. Hard G or soft G? And where do you fall on the GIF debate? Anyway, status MP I'm gonna go with Gen for now. MP regen fixed value 10 3 times and status immunity 1 time and restore all statuses. I've started a debate. I've started an unnecessary war. If any ally has co-op, restore amount and status immunity effect times increase ×3. I hope I didn't just repeat that. Locked in. Preemptive parties physical resistance plus 25% and magic resistance up 25% for 5 turns. Zone not deployed. Deploy Raging Fire stance. When an attack type zone is deployed, awaken zone. And for frontline allies with co-op, buff effect increased ×1.6. Deal Breaker. All enemies physical resistance -35% and type resistance -35% and speed down all the same. Based on the number of frontline allies with co-op, debuff effect and turn duration increased max 50% for 6 turns. It's really a jack of all trades, this Undercover Scribe. For Stellar Awakening gives great returns, co-ops, benefits, and scope expand. Stellar Skill Overload. Critical damage of all party members plus 50% and all weapon types damage plus 50% for 3 turns. Activate XXL Strength Trigger Rush, only if Trigger Rush is learned. For frontline allies with co-op, grant Barrier Pierce for 1 move, which is nice. In Stellar Burst, buff turn duration increase ×2, and Link Trigger Rush strength increase ×3. I'm just checking on the battle of GIF versus GIF. Additional ability in frontline at battle start. Grant co-op to all frontline shadow allies except self. Activate user's strongest learned unique skill. Activates with 3+ shadow allies in the front line. When the user acts in battle, shadow power is stored up. Activate upon Stellar Burst when shadow power is greater. Cyclone Wind immunity to all party members 2 times. To summarize, be sure to include a lot of shadow allies, including an example Shadow Fire party, Minalka AS, Yuen NS, Tsukiha NS, and an example Shadow Blunt party, Yuen, Daisy, and Virtual Reflection CL. Now, the Stellar Awakening Stellar Board's additional abilities are an investment, but once you have them, she can shine in many party compositions, not just Fire or Blunt type. So we are truly blazing through this live stream right now. We're already past the halfway point. So let's check in. I'm gonna give you a wildly unnecessary poll. So, for this week's wildly unnecessary poll, who knows if we'll continue going, GIF, which is it? Do you pronounce GIF with a hard G or GIF with a soft G? Watch this become our most highest, have the highest voter turnout rate that we've ever had in a poll. Kick up hammy dude. Are you not able to change your vote? Can't you change your vote? Well, Ilya Smirnov here with perhaps the most controversial take I've ever seen in this specific debate. Both are okay depending on the context. Or on the content. Look, bold of you. That's all I'll say. I'll just say bold. All right, I'm going to end it there. I think looks like the hard G takes it 60-40. That's for all intents and purposes, that's a landslide. And I gotta say with you, I agree with the majority here. You know, I thought it would be more fun. There was a part of me that was hoping that soft G would take the majority, just so that I could have fun railing against the majority and saying, you're all wrong. And no, I agree with the majority here. Anyway, moving right along, let's talk about banners. We have a fateful encounter across time layers for undercover scribe Renri. It will appear at a rate of 10% on the 10th encounter, and will appear Stellar Awakened as a pickup bonus. Encounter after Stellar Awakening to receive an additional 10 shadow points. This will be running from the update through July 28th, 2:59 p.m. now, for the question on everybody's mind, I always go to the audience for this. What is the one question? When is the update? Update when? We will be... let's see. How can I roll that particular date of significance into a joke? I can't. I'll just reveal it. It releases July 4th. That is 2 days from now, according to my wrist. Get ready for all of that. To recap here, I think I may have a... No, we're good. To recap, version... I'm gonna bring up all my windows again. Sorry, one moment. Version 3.8.15 update releases July 4th. Parallel Time Ally, Undercover Scribe Renri arrives. Fateful Encounter, Encounter across time layers, Undercover Scribe Renri is available. New event is added in Planny Island. The Book of is added to the Astral Archive. Finea, Another Style, Can Stellar Awaken. Jasmine is added to another dungeon, and there is a treasure chest that gives out 2 green keys and 1 red key every day in the space-time rift between July 4, 3 p.m. UTC, and July 24th, 2:59 p.m. UTC. That about does it. Now you might be thinking to yourself, and truly, I really don't have a whole lot left, except to announce when our next live stream is. So quite a very brief, maybe for the first time, a 30-minute live stream edition of Another Eden Live. But I will say, we'll be back soon. So while this one was a little bit shorter, that's because I won't be without you all for very long. We will not be separated for as long as we usually are. We are coming back with another episode of Another Eden Live on July 23rd. Now that is 3 weeks from today. During that episode of Another Eden Live, we'll deliver information on new content for the Rise Saga and behind the scenes of main story Part 3, Volume 3. And look, I obviously can't tell you what's going to be coming in this update. It would be irresponsible of me, and it would, quite frankly, be frowned upon by my colleagues for me to tell you what's coming in this update. I imagine many of you already have some guesses, let's say, some thoughts on the matter. I think we'll leave it at that. With that, thank you so much, everybody, once again for coming. Like I said, this is a little bit of a short one, but we'll be back quite soon on July 23rd, 2024. And before we do close out the stream, I actually do have just one more little break video to show to you, and then we'll end. But we'll go straight into the ending. So from me, that is goodbye, and I will see you all on July 23rd. It's nice to say an exact date instead of saying next time. July 23rd. See you then.
じゃあさ、ライカじゃないやつ書きましょうよ。
はい。
キュモスで勝負しましょうよ。
いや、キュモスか。
用意ドン。
今、ちょっと待って、どっちの？
どっちだっていいぞ。
マジか。キュモスか。いや、バッキーには負けない気がするな。あ、やばい、全然覚えてないかも今。ライカのことばっか考えてた。
こうじゃない？
そう、全然やばいかも。
アウトラインは合ってるはず。
やばい。何も合ってないかもしれない。ちょっと待って。
アウトラインは合ってるはず。こんなんじゃなかった。多分
やばい。
こう分かれてる。
これひどい。待って、本当に分かんない。
こうなってんで。
ちょっとでかい方書いてくる。
打足したかも。
そう、余計なこと書いた気がする。なんかさ、ふわふわなやつなかった。
10、
いや待って無理無理無理無理ちょっと待ってまあなんかね
7
思ってる要素がないんだよ
6
俺のいやもういいや
4
書くもんない
3、2、1、
はい、
キュモス。
うまい気がするそっち。
正解は？正解のキュモス。
正解出る？
見せて。キュモス。まあでもくちばしと目は僕ですよ。
いやそう結構わかる、結構わかる、ちゃんと見てる感じある。
おめえ、違う、名誉挽回した。
じゃあ一生1杯ぐらいで。
またね。